Hey there, Gracepoint. I'm thrilled to introduce our video summarizing all the work that God has done at Gracepoint since November 24 up until now. We will hear stories of how lives have been changed by the grace of God, how people have found faith, forgiveness, community, how people have learned more and grown in their faith, how people have served and made a difference in the world, how young lives have been taught about the goodness of God and what it means to follow Him. I know that you will be enthused, you will be inspired by everything that you hear, and we just want to give gratitude to God for His Spirit's work through the ministry of Gracepoint and for every single person who has contributed in many different ways to seeing life change happen in this place. God bless you as you enjoy God's work here at Gracepoint.
Hey Gracepoint family, my name is Siri Ramokase and I do life at Gracepoint.
Hi Gracepoint family, I'm Nashani Ford and a member of Gracepoint.
This year, our life, prayer, care and counseling ministries have continued to make a lasting impact across the Gracepoint family.
Women of Grace gathered in February to celebrate God's love for every woman. The group continues to grow with new members, a fresh logo and renewed vision.
Men of Grace launched new small groups and hosted powerful gatherings focused on faith, growth, and connection. Our speakers this year included Marinus van Heerden, Dave Fisher, and Stanley Arumugam, covering everything from wisdom and gratitude to financial stewardship and personal growth.
Our prayer team continues to uplift and support others faithfully. While we face challenges in building a full Sunday healing team, we remain hopeful that more will step forward to serve in prayer.
The Welcome team has been growing steadily, creating warm, meaningful first impressions every Sunday. We are still looking for more people to join in serving with a smile.
Our Wool Warriors have had an inspiring year, meeting every Tuesday to knit, crochet, and share love through their craft. They've hosted pop-up shops and supported charities like Refillwear, Hearts of Hope, and Witkoppen Clinic.
Our communion teams continue to serve faithfully at both morning services, ensuring that every table is prepared in excellence. As our congregation grows, we are calling for more hands to help serve. The business breakfast have been another highlight this year, bringing together professionals, entrepreneurs, and dreamers to connect and grow. A special thank you to Super Lead for sponsoring these events and to our inspiring speakers, Faith Byrne and Anton Herbst.
In counseling, the basic Christian counseling course was a success, led by Kathy Heapy, and the advanced course by Christine was outstanding. We are now blessed with a strong, well-equipped team of counselors.
Hello, Gracepoint family. It is such a pleasure to be with you. My name is Mulo and I am the Youth and Young Adults Pastor, but today I'm going to be sharing with you everything that happened between November 2024 to November 2025 in relation to all things Next Gen Ministry. It's going to be a lot. I need you to keep up. I need you to listen carefully and follow me as we go. 2024 marked the exciting relaunch of our Young Adults Ministry, a fresh start filled with faith, vision and determination. Though the early months came with the challenge of rebuilding, a passionate and committed core has emerged, young adults eager to grow in faith, purpose and community. This year we've seen genuine connection, honest conversations and a deep hunger for God's word. A new culture is forming, one built on accountability, worship and authentic discipleship. Looking to 2026, our dream is to become a pillar in the life of Gracepoint, growing deeper in faith and wider in impact. The best is yet to come. It's been a vibrant year for Gracepoint Youth, full of creativity, growth and transformation. Under new leadership, the ministry has flourished. Our youth band, Cross Culture, continues to set the tone, leading worship every fortnight with passion and joy. This year, 9 young people confirmed their faith and were officially received into the church, a moment of celebration and pride for all. Our youth also brought home both the soccer and netball trophies, at the annual MCYU Sports Day and served faithfully at Holiday Club. As we look ahead to 2026, our mission is clear: to take the light of Christ into schools and into communities, raising a generation grounded in faith and courageous in love. 2024 was a year of energy and growth for GAP, our middle school ministry. Every week, new faces join familiar ones in a space filled with laughter, worship, and discovery. A highlight of the year was Holiday Club, where GAP students joined friends from Refilwe and Pilang, reaching around 70 young people through fun, friendship, and faith. Another standout was the At the Movies series in October, which brought huge excitement and deep engagement. As we look ahead, GAP remains committed to being that bridge, helping young people navigate the middle school years with confidence, faith, and community. Our kids ministry has had a truly all-star year. We've seen incredible growth in numbers, worship, and volunteer energy. Every Sunday is filled with laughter, music, and the joy of children meeting God. Our amazing team has created a space where kids feel loved, known, and free to explore their faith. The congregation's growing involvement has been just as encouraging, more and more stepping in to serve the next generation. A highlight was the At the Movies series, full of fun, popcorn, and powerful lessons that brought the Bible to life. As we head into 2026, our heart remains the same: to raise a generation that loves Jesus deeply and carries his joy wherever they go.
Greetings, Gracepoint family. My name's Roy and I'm chairman of the Local Trust Property Committee, which effectively is a building committee. And we'd like to report back to you on what we've achieved over the last year.
My name is Ian McLennan and I'm a member of the building committee.
The LTPC was revived in March 2023 with a mandate to focus on the rehabilitation and ongoing maintenance of the Gracepoint campus, which was 13 years old. The committee is made up of 5 volunteers with a comprehensive cross-section of skills and experience and 4 ex officio members. The impact of COVID on the operational cash flow necessitated maintenance being done on available cash flow needs basis. The Remembrance Hall was a standalone capital project that was funded by donations separate to operational funds. This project was finally completed this year with the fabrication and installation of the Circle of Disciples structure due to the generous donation of the required funds by a Gracepoint family. An exercise was done to identify and prioritize the areas requiring attention together with a total estimated cost of 750,000 Rand. Not having available funds to undertake the exercise resulted in funds being raised of 665,000 Rand through generous donations and debentures, which were ultimately all converted to donations.
The identified priorities that we've undertaken and completed started with the waterproofing on the slab areas above the sanctuary and the Gen Now building to keep those roof areas in line with their warranties. We also did a thorough assessment of the required repairs to the existing air conditioning units and identified that the damages were caused by lightning, which resulted in us being able to claim over 200,000 Rand from the church's insurers. The external timber doors had a termite infestation and general wear and tear, which led to a strategic decision being taken to ultimately replace all of the timber doors with aluminium ones. The additional budget was to replace 6 doors, and we managed to replace 12. A borehole, 2 boreholes were drilled at a generous discounted cost, with the second one producing a good flow, which is currently being used to grow vegetables in the Gardening God's Way initiative. As an aside, vegetables are being sold with the funds raised being donated to the Refilwe outreach project. LED migration. The campus has essentially been converted to LEDs in order to reduce the electricity consumption. We also undertook an exercise to ensure that we are fully electrically compliant. The solar installation. This initiative was driven by Ben on the basis of a lease to purchase model funded with operational expenses. The LTPC had an oversight role with the installation and addition of solar panels and a battery. Other items that we've attended to have been the installation of a gas geyser in the kitchen to replace a normal electrical geyser and an on-demand unit in the Gen Now buildings, as well as painting and signage.
In closing, I believe that we are now essentially in a planned proactive maintenance model as opposed to a reactive one going forward. I would like to thank all of the committee members who have so willingly given of their time and talents.
This year has been incredible for our worship, AV, and production teams at Gracepoint. From Sunday to Sunday, both in person and online, we've seen God move faithfully as we've gathered as the local church. Even after a burglary, through God's goodness, we've improved our systems to be more reliable. For example, the sound desk, the sanctuary computer, and our super clear and bright new projectors. Our 2024 carol service was a wonderful celebration of the birth of Christ, with over 560 people attending. It's always a highlight of the year, and we're already excited for Carols 2025. See you and your loved ones there. Our closer worship experiences continue to grow, drawing more people into deep, authentic worship. Our vision is to see this evolve into a full worship festival where hundreds gather to lift up the name of Jesus. To our faithful teams who serve week in and week out, thank you. Thank you for leading us closer to God. We can't wait to see what God will do in 2026.
Greetings, Gracepoint family. My name is Pinky. I'm going to represent the Compassion and Justice Ministry. This year, our Compassion and Justice Ministry has continued to make a tangible difference, bringing hope, dignity, and God's love to communities in need. At Refilwe, our Christmas and Go Back School service blessed children with gifts from the Christmas Shoe campaign. We also hosted Alpha Under a Tree, where 29 adults completed a 7-week course and received certificates and home language Bibles, whilst 17 children received their very own children's Bible. In partnership with Lungelo Hadebe and Four Ways Life Hospital, we marked World Kidney Day, raising awareness and offering support to those in need. Our food pantry continue to serve around 20 walk-ins every month, spending about $350 per food parcel. Thanks to the faithful support of one of our home groups who sponsor it monthly. This year, blanket drives and soup kitchen reached Refilwe, Pelang, and the Tsietsi Mashinini Community Center in Soweto, offering warmth and meals to many. Learners also joined in community service, helping pack dignity kits and groceries. When fire started in Alexander, our team responded immediately, cooking and distributing food to affected family who had lost everything. Through God's Farming Way project, we planted, harvested, and sold spinach, maize, and green beans using proceeds to fund compassion and justice programs. On Mandela Day, over 1,000 crops were planted at Sefikem Primary School, and our wool warriors continue spreading love, donating knitted blankets to novelist homes and dignity pouches to Diepsloot schools. Week after week, through bread, support, outreach, and acts of kindness, the Compassion and Justice team reminds us all what it means to be the hands and feet of Jesus in our community.
Hey Gracepoint family, it's Zena here, the Creative and Communications Coordinator, and I just wanted to share with you some of the highlights that we've had this year when it comes to Creative and Communications. So, check it out. From November 2024 to November 2025, the Creative and Communications Commission has seen immense growth. At the heart of our vision this year was one simple goal: to put systems in place that ensure content is produced and shared consistently every single week. Our mission was to rebuild the Gracepoint brand, not only culturally within the church, but also by strengthening our online presence so that members across the world can feel at home with us. And we're so proud to share that this mission is coming to life. On social media, our pages have grown immensely. Between September and October this year alone, our profile activity increased by 15% and our profile visits went up by 16.8%. On Instagram, over the last 90 days, we've seen 53,000 views and reached 3,887 profiles. On Facebook, engagement is at an incredible 78%, with total views sitting at 30,000. And on YouTube, one of our biggest focus areas this year, we've reached 52,000 views, gained 289 subscribers in just the past few weeks. And we've had a record 472,904 impressions overall. We continue to work hard to make sure that the Gracepoint brand finds its unique voice and space across social media platforms, ensuring that both our online viewers and those joining us in the sanctuary experience quality, meaningful content week in and week out. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out our sermons on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and stay connected through our Gracepoint new newsletter. And remember, if you have any community news, please share them with us. We'd love to help you tell your story. Life at Gracepoint has truly given life and light to events that take place here at the church. A special shout out to our new welcome and call to worship team, who continue to bring the vibe, the warmth, and the love of God that makes everyone feel at home and inspired. It's been such a joy watching this commission grow, creating content and communications that inspire, inform, and keep our community connected to each other and, most importantly, to God.
Good evening, Gracepoint Church. Good to meet with you again as we review our annual financial update. As we thank God for His faithfulness, we reflect back on last year, where we ended up with a surplus of about R500,000 for the year. That set us in a very good position for the current year, where we at least had some income in the bank to help us through what are normally difficult January and February months. Luckily this year, January turned out to be better than usual, with an income of just over R1,000,000. Although we did struggle through the rest of the year, where on average our income fell just short of our expenditure. This left us with a deficit at the end of October of about R40,000 and fairly low bank balances at this stage. Despite the fact that it's been a difficult year, we look at the positives and the great success of the debenture project that we had last year. This was crucial to fixing up some of the maintenance issues in the church, and most of those debenture projects have actually converted to donations, for which we are truly grateful. That's helped alleviate some of the repayments and cash flow in the current year. This year, our once-off donations have been slightly lower than last year, but tithing and annual giving has increased a fair amount, about 10-15% on average, and so that's really supported the basis of our income for the year. Our average number of tithers has also increased this year, from last year's 198 up to 205 in the current year. So good to see that continues to grow. I think more impressively is the fact that the faithfulness to giving has increased, and seeing that in the actual collections and monthly tithing. So that's been great to see. As we've prepared and budgeted for 2026, mindful of all the increases for next year, it has been fairly challenging trying to allocate a income budget to cover those expenses, and so good that we have a more stable monthly tithing. As always, we rely on God's grace and faithfulness, and in terms of Malachi 3:10, where God says, trust in me, so we do that yet again this year. Last year, December was a good month. We had some really good once-off donations and additional income in December. So we're really prayerful and hopeful that this trend will follow, and that will give us a good start into the new year. So thank you again for your faithfulness. Thank you for continuing to give. We're seeing how the church is able to do so much on the back of your tithing, and we appreciate your continued generosity. Many thanks.
Hi there, Gracepoint, as we look back with gratitude in a year filled with God's love, with God's grace, and your incredible dedication. We are truly humbled. Your generosity, service, love has made a profound impact in this community. Thank you for being a friendliest church in Johannesburg. We're so excited for what God has in store for us as a church in 2026 as we continue to shine God's light in the communities around us. And so if you want to be part of this God's mission work, please reach out to info@gracepoint.co.za. May God continue to bless you and guide you until we meet again.